screen here, but that's not what I was trying to do. Trying to get out of preview. There we go. Hey, what's happening? Herbie. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. What's good? Today is all about you. All about you. Hey, Terry. Let's keep pressing, keep praising. What's happening? Today is all about you. And what you want. Questions and answers. Questions and answers. When you come in, please let me know where you are viewing from. I love it. What's happening, Christian? Pensacola, Florida. Today is all about you. It's the questions and answers. I'm going to take your questions and try to answer all of your questions. So, what you got for me? What you have for me? Kwame, man, we need to get back together. We done fell off the truck. We have. We need to get back in. Email me today. No, text me. Don't email, text me. Don't run from me. Don't you run from me. Don't you dare. Today is question and answers. So it's on you. The topic is on you. Whatever you decide we want to talk about today, it's on you. So fire away whenever you're ready. Marcus, what's happening? Goldsboro. As we all know, Father Time is undefeated. I like that. You get older, do you find yourself range of reach on guitar gets harder? Listen, let me tell you this. And that's great. That's why I wanted to post it up there so everybody can see it. As I began to get older, my playing became more mature. My playing actually became more mature. So it wasn't like things that I reached for I'm not getting. But my understanding of the instrument became more, a better understanding of my role as a guitar player. So I wouldn't say I was out of reach of anything, but I changed the way I approach playing. So instead of trying to do that stuff, I started to go. And because it has more feeling than that little quick stuff, I play with more. My playing became more intentional. So when I play a bend, I wanted to feel it. So I still can reach the stuff that I go for that I played when I was younger. But my point is why. You know, when I can play stuff with more feeling, You know, so I don't reach for those things like I used to. Sometimes they want that if a song requires that, yeah. But for the most part, I'm going more for a feel than I am the speed like I did when I was a kid. Okay, you be in Chapel Hill tomorrow and Wednesday. Cool, cool, cool. Bloomington, Pennsylvania. Hey, Doc Turner, what's happening? Happy Monday. Hey, Ted. James, what's good? That's right. In other words, make each note count. Every time you play something, it means something. I love that stuff, and I love to hear the guys play the flash and, you know, um, you said no sound? You guys can't hear me? Everybody else is hearing me, Mr. Kwame. Are y'all still able to hear me? Hopefully say yes. Is it just Kwame or is it me? Are you still able to hear me, everyone? Yeah. Okay. Good. Check your system. Good. Thanks, Mike. But yeah, so I'm looking at it a lot different now. Cooper. Voice is really low. All right, let me move. Is that better? Voice? Guitar's fine. Voice is low. Tell me if the voice is still low. Voice still low. Voice still low. Voice still low. Check, check. Check, check, check. Okay, let me see. Let me see something. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Let me check. Ted said better. Okay, but let me check. Check, check, check. Do this. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Up. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tasting. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. How about that? What about that? All right. Okay. All right. As a beginner, here we go. As a beginner, I practice open chords a lot, and I try to get faster in changing chords in order to get rhythm and song correctly. It seems I don't reach my goal. Any advice? My advice to you is to do it using a metronome. Practice going from chord to chord with a metronome. And let me pull this over some because it looks like I'm just trying to reach. And I'll move it back if I have to because I know it's all up in my face. But try to do it with a metronome. Try to practice at one speed if you're going, or if you're slow. And then pick it up. And pick it up. And start just practicing with a metronome and speeding the time up, speeding it up. You don't even have to buy one. There's phone apps that have them, and you're able to use that. So you don't even have to buy anything, okay? All right, what other questions we have here? More questions. All right. All right. Any more questions? Are you using effects unit? Are you talking about on my guitar, Omar? Am I using any effects unit on my guitar? Is that your question? Mm. All right. Well, Marcus, not Marcus, but when Omar responds to that, I'll ask Marcus says, still struggling. Oh, yes, I'm using a fractal Axe Effects 3. And that's this unit back here. It's the Axe Effects 3. It's by Fractal. Amazing unit. Check them out. Let them know that Kevin Wilson sent you. All right. Marcus says, put on the screen here, says, still struggling with finding chords. Any advice? I understand the root, but I can't seem to put together, play a song. I do it okay, just strings, but not chords. Okay. All right. Thank you, Omar. Well, the key, Marcus, is understanding chords. Finding out how these chords are put together, how they built, understanding that everything is based off of the major scale and the intervals that create these different chords. That's a really, really great question. And I do speak about this on my website. You go to my website, kevinwilsonguitar.com. I think I have a few things on there talking about building chords and how chords function. So go to my website, check out my website, and sign up for the free mini course. Free mini course, and that'll help you out a bunch as well. Yep. So, I'll give you an example, simple example. So when you talk about a C major chord, right? You're talking about the first, third, and fifth interval of the major scale. So we're talking about the E, G, right? E. First is the one is the C. C, E, and G. So that builds the major chord. The 1, 3, and 5. The 1 flat 3 and 5 is the minor chord. 1 flat 3 and 5 is the minor chord. The diminished chord is 1 flat 3 flat 5. Let's see. See that? We go. That's the diminished. Augmented 1, 3, and sharp 5, right? Like that. So all of these things will help you to understand how the chords actually function. So the more you understand how they built, the better you are able to use them. Okay, other questions? Is that my daughter Caprina? Listen, I need everybody's on here right now. I'm serious. I want everybody on here. That C down there happens to be my daughter. And I need everybody to wish her a happy birthday. I need everybody. How many people I have on here? I have 25 people on. I need to get 25 people to say happy birthday, C. Happy birthday, C. She didn't put her name up there because I don't think she wants everybody to know who she is or what. But everybody, please wish my daughter a happy birthday. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Mike. Happy birthday. That young lady is the apple of my eye. My firstborn, and I love her. It's my firstborn. Yeah, I have 2 children, Lady C and Mr. Kevin Jr. Yep, she just had a birthday. I'm not going to tell you how old she is, but I was very young when I had her. Okay. She's gonna kill me. I promise she's gonna kill me. Yeah. I can't tell you how old she was, but I was a young pup when she was born, so that should tell you something. Thank you so much, everybody. Huntsville, Texas is wishing you happy birthday. Yeah, I'm telling you, I have some great people on here. My daughter, I'm not gonna call your name. You see what she said? I'm 40, he's 70. She is a special, special, special young lady. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of that girl. I'm telling you, that's my. And everybody said we look so much alike. You better tell her, Pastor Mike. You better tell her, watch out. Let's get back. Let's get back. I kind of got off track, but when I seen her come on, I had to make sure that everybody showed her some love. See, there you go. They still wishing you happy birthday, baby. Yeah, but I love you, love you, love you. So, give me some more questions. Who are who are your favorite guitar? Who are your favorite guitar players? Not because of their skill, but because of their style of play. Um, Connects with you. Not because of their skill, because it connects with me. That's a good question, E. That's a good question. Um, Howard Carroll of the Dixie Hummingbirds connects with me. Spanky Alfred connects with me. Um, Jonathan Dubose connects with me. Um, Jubal Smith connects with me. All of those guys I get something from. And even young players, I can say even um, um, my guy, Chris Payton and Jarvis Mosey. I connect with those guitar players, not because of their skills, but because their playing style connects with what I do. So any one of those guys, Eric Walls, of course, that's a no-brainer. But that's a great question. That's a great question. Here we go. How you feel about your PRSCE? Just got a 2006 CE22. I love it. Had to get one because watching you made me get one. Jamarcus, what's up, man? What's good? Listen, make sure you tell Paul Reed Smith, send them a message. Say, hey, listen, I because of Mr. Wilson, I went and grabbed one. I love them. I love the PRS, the CE. Um, I like the CE. I like I play a SE a lot. Oh, I played it yesterday at church. I played my hollow body SE at church. I played a lot on live. I like the CE. I like the SE. I like the core. I like Paul Reed Smith just makes great guitar, and they're a great company. They look out for their artists. They really do. No matter what level you may be on, they look out for you just the same, and they build amazing guitars. This one is the DGT, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, Jamarcus, it's good to see you, man. We need to talk too. I have some dates for you. All right. All right. Spanky's one of my favorite. Rest in peace. I appreciate the time that you take with us. It's my pleasure and honor. Spanky was my mentor. Spanky also, I actually had the honor of playing with him and working with him and sitting with him. So you picked a great one. All right. Hey, Lawton, Oklahoma. Val Alexander, absolutely. Valley Joe's was my guy. Valley Joe was my guy. I love the keynotes. I love the opportunity that I had to share time with that group. Willie, when I got with the keynotes, it was Willie, Val, Larry was on bass. Ricky Boston was playing drums. Um, Gino was singing. Charles McClain was singing. Jeffrey Newberry was there, and Perry Taft. That was the group that when I was there. Loved the keynotes. I had not played a seven string. I hadn't, but I'm going to try it one day. I'm going to definitely try it. For a beginning guitarist, what order or concept would you recommend learning? First of all, learn your instrument. Learn the anatomy of your instrument. Learn the guitar, what everything does first. Then get with a good instructor. Get with a good instructor. You can self teach yourself, but a lot of stuff you miss when you try to self teach yourself. Um, but yeah, do that. If you have to go without an instructor, I would say grab a Mel Bay Book One. Learn basic theory. Mel Bay Book One is a great book to pick up and start learning. They walk you through step by step. It's really good book. Okay, Vincent, what's up? Okay, hey Kevin, this is Vincent Cooper. I have a question. What size strings is better to use, American Fender Strat and picks, thick or thin? Now, this is all preference, okay? This is all preference. When using a Fender Strat style, or I should say Strat style guitar, because I don't own a Fender, but I own a Strat style guitar. I like to use 10 to 46 or 11 to 49s. I like heavier strings because I believe that heavier strings give you a warmer tone, and especially on Strat style guitars, you get a thinner tone because you're dealing with single coils than you would playing humbuckers. So I would go with a heavier gauge string, even a hybrid. If you go to do from 10 to 50 or something like that, you could do that depending on how you like to fight your guitar. I like some kickback from my guitar. I don't like slinkies. Funny because I was talking to Jonathan Dubose today, probably about an hour ago, and we were talking about just that thing. He said that he had put on the wrong gauge string when he had came to the summit one year, and he was like, "Kevin, why did you do this to me?" And I felt like I was playing slinkies, and he was hilarious. But I like heavier, or 10 to 46 or 11 to 49s or 10 to 49s or something like that. I prefer a thick pick because I think I have more control over my strokes when it comes to picking. Thin picks give, so you don't have as much control over that pick. And I think the type of picks that I use, they're smoother. And I actually had a friend of mine to call me and said, "I understand why you use these style picks." He says, "I could tell a big difference." So I like the heavier picks. Okay, Mr. Red, what's up? Good to see you. Any more questions? Questions. We got 23 people on. I know I have some questions. I don't care. Um, can I play a 7 string guitar? I've never tried. What's the extra string? What I probably can. All it is figuring out what that note is and incorporating that string into my playing. More questions? Well, y'all pretty quiet tonight. Mike, you don't have nothing for me. Um, E. Cooper, you have another question? Lawrence, nothing. GF Guitars, Willis, Lawrence, Joe, Sonia, no questions. Hey, Dante, what's happening? What's up, Kevo? You're too smooth. Thank you. I hear your guitar let you down. Oh. Actually, I got the work order. I'm shipping it to California tomorrow. I went to play, and I was playing at the Embassy Suites. Did sound check and everything. It wasn't a PRS. It was actually another guitar. It wasn't a PRS, not a PRS. Never had a PRS to let me down. But I was playing, and then all of a sudden, my tone started to change. And then the guitar went out. Then it came back on. Then it went out and sat out for a while. So it was just a nightmare. So I'm sending it off to that particular company. I called the company. When I called them, a person answered, referred me to another person at one of the builders, and they said, send it to us. We will take care of you. So I'm sending it out. They sent me the workup sheet, and I'm sending it out tomorrow, and they are going to make it straight, whatever the case may be. Now, in their defense, I didn't buy the guitar new. I bought it from a store that I normally buy my instruments from, and it was used when I got it, and it played fine, for a little while, and then that happened. Yeah. All right, what we got? Herbie said, when putting a song together, how would you know what chords sound good to that song? Now, that's a good question. It really depends on if it's a song that's have vocals or if it's an instrumental. Because you don't want to play outside of the chord that they're singing. So you don't want to play a minor on top of a major vocal part, unless you're playing the relative of it. And then we get into something different. So if it's an instrumental, depending on what I'm hearing in my head, how I want it to move, do I want it to have a traditional, contemporary, jazz, funk? Depends on what I'm hearing in my head. But that's a great question. What is the flat 4 and the flat 1? Okay, the flat 4 would be 3. Flat 1 would be 7. I don't know if that was a trick question or what. The flat 4 would be 3. Flat 1 would be 7. Was it? Oh, they were very understanding. They actually tried to find like the screwdriver so we can kind of open it up, and because it was a pretty big band. But the thing about it is the band, the music was real guitar heavy. A lot of the songs were real guitar heavy. That meant the keyboard player had to kick off the song, and some of them he knew, some of them he didn't know the intro. But it was two keyboard players. One of them knew more of the intros until I was able to get a remnants of my guitar to work. and you know what? I can't blame anybody but myself, because you never go to a gig with one guitar. Always take two, because stuff happens. You know, it's man-made. It happens. How effective are guitar strap locks? Listen, most of my guitars you see, they have these strap locks on them. I trust them. I trust them. I wouldn't try to throw it across the room with a strap lock because it may give. Yeah. Can you go over a couple of variations of 251? Can you tell me a few variations of 251, Dante? I'm messing with you because you're one of my boot campers. I'm putting it up here. I'm talking junk to you, Mr. Dante. Can you tell me? Can you call out a few variations of the 251? You knew better than that. Okay. Willis, what's up? Sometimes I try to figure out if you are playing a minor or major when your 5 is G or A. I'm just not sure. Sometimes I'm just not sure either. For the most part, it's major 5. Yeah. So it really depends. G or A. Yeah, if I'm playing, it's mostly major. Every now and then I'll play a minor 5. Okay, in the 1. So if I go back to 7, yeah. Okay. Mr. Turner, Kevin, I love your chord substitution, E flat and G minor 7 flat 5, both on a string. Can you share with us a few of your favorite chord substitutions? You just called them out. I like using the minor 7 flat 5 to substitute for even a 4 chord. Let me see. Like going to the 4, if I'm in A, and I go to the 4, see, I can play that minor 7 flat 5. See that? So I like that. And then I like to use diminished too. Or I like to use augmented for a 5. Yep. So I like to use all of that stuff, Mike. I use strap locks on everything. All right, let's see. Can you please explain 1, 4, 5 and minor keys? You know what? I really want you to go to my website, because I can explain it briefly, but it won't do you any justice. So go check out my website, kevinwilsonguitar.com. And that will help you out quite a bit. Okay, let me go back to Mike. Where was it? Mike. Here we go. Neck straps. Oh, you said neck straps. Do I trust neck straps? Yeah, this one's pretty nice. Uh, was it? I gotta kind of trust them. How how to flow with any song in any key by understanding what the movement of the song is. If it's 2-5-1, like Dante was asking, and it's going. So just really depending on how that particular song is moving is how to pretty much flow with it and move freely. So you just knowing that particular song that you're playing. All right. How to solo, please, sir? Help me. No chords. No chords. That may sound silly to you, but know your chords. Because inside of every chord is a solo. Know your chords. The more you know your chords, the more freedom you have to solo. Because when that song moves to another chord, you'll be able to solo over that chord by playing arpeggios. Yep, that's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. That's how to solo. And use dynamics. Don't don't start out on 10. Start out on 1 and build. Okay. D minor 7, A7, C major 7. Okay. So let's do a D minor 9, A13, and 6-9. There you go. Different variation. This is for Mr. Dante. Yes, I use strap locks. You're welcome. Shaquin! What's happening, Shaquin Bell? Shaquin says, how would you approach going up yonder? Shaquin, I would approach going up yonder by really understanding the chord structure. Digging into those chords, man. By digging into those chords, Shaquin, digging into those chords, and inside of every chord is the melody. Inside of those chords. So the more you know about the song, and I teach this all the time, that's why I don't really teach songs. I teach the structure of the song, knowing the chords and really getting into the the nucleus, the crux of that song. And even without thinking about it, you can play all over the song and keeping the melody within the song, even if you're playing alone or you're playing by yourself. So I hope that helps. All right. Samuel, I'm a first timer looking forward to learning. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you for um, for hanging out with us. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Um, Devontae, it's weird for me, Kevin, when I solo. It's weird, but I do it. Don't let it be weird. Don't let it be weird, man, for real. Um, Man, let me tell you something. By playing the chords, by playing within the chords of the song, will take you there, and people can feel that. See, I don't know the six. Some see, that's why you have to go to kevinwilsonguitar.com. That's why you have to go to kevinwilsonguitar.com and take the free mini course. I'm talking to Devontae, Mr. Thompson. That's right. Go to get that 251. Check out the 251 vault if you don't have it. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. There's, of course, shapes and diminish between. Okay, here we go. Said, thank you, sir. Are there any other chord shapes besides diminish you use between 1, 2, and 2 and 3? I use a few. I use a few. Um, there's a few. Augmented. Yeah, there's a few. I know a couple. Oh, you're welcome, Shaquin. Man, please tell Andy I said hello, hello, hello. I love that guy. What time is it? Okay, I got a few more minutes and then I gotta go. Is a $2,500 Fender Stratocaster year 2022 is worth because someone told me that guitar players would spend that on a Strat. Let me tell you, if a $800 Fender works for you and that's in your budget, get it. Let it work for you. Buy it. For the most part, we hear and we feel as musicians. So when we play an instrument, if it feels like a cheap guitar, we don't play it like we would a more expensive guitar such as this. Um, I have cheaper guitars that I love the tone, but there are certain limitations that guitar will do for me. Now, other people can work. I've seen guitar players play $300 guitars, and it sounds amazing. So it really is up to you. And then also, it's an investment. If you're a professional musician, instruments are investments because if you can buy a $2,500 guitar and it brings you 5,000, you're 2,500 ahead. So sometimes, depends on where you are. How would you, William? You are funny. Listen, the affection that you are using to you gig with. I do both with E. Um, uh, I do both. I use it out, and I do use it to play in the studio. All right. Said, can you hit an Al Dent chord? I love Al Dit. I miss that guy. Shaquin said buy a garage. A lot of good information on here. Only with guitar it feels good. That's right. If it feels good in your hands, um, Bitcoin free. There you go. Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure. Um, I hope I was able to answer most of your questions. You can also reach out to me and write or comment on these posts or my YouTube. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. YouTube likes when you guys like um, the content, so please do if possible. Yeah, you can play bar chords all up and down the neck. You know, bar chords are great. You can use them everywhere. But yeah, so like, share, subscribe. It's, like I said, it's been a pleasure. But I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. Because I got boot camp coming up. Boot camp. Where is it at?